The untold truth about making money, what they don't tell you. Welcome to the entrepreneur game. Many financial tycoons believe that becoming wealthy begins in the head, not the wallet. To become wealthy, you must feel that something so far out of reach is truly within your grasp with a little hard work and determination. Jeff Bezos' net worth is estimated to be around $117 billion US. What are your thoughts? Right now, you're presumably working in a job for which you have a university diploma. You may not have much in the way of money, but your living expenditures are substantial. You have the impression that you're underpaid, credit card debt, and that needs to be paid off. Or you're a student pursuing a degree in the hopes of earning a solid living. Instead, you have a massive college loan hovering over your head. Well, becoming wealthy is a pipe dream. How did they pull it off? When you see all of those millionaires and billionaires, especially those who got there at such a young age, you wonder. It perplexes and irritates you. You think they were lucky, that they were just born into fortune, that they obtained that money by cheating. Worst of all, you believe you're unintelligent and worthless. Those fantasies of owning a home, driving your favorite sports vehicle, paying off your mortgage, and visiting the world will live on in your dreams forever. That's all there is to it. You quickly realize that it's going to be a difficult game from the outset and you're going to lose. Formal education will get you by. Self-education will make you rich. Jim Rohn is an author and a speaker. What if I told you that you were mistaken? There was a means to get there, a mathematical formula for prosperity, the science of how money works. The voyage, on the other hand, is difficult, filled with struggle, ups and downs. You'll have to swallow certain challenges that the school system and society haven't told you about yet. The majority of you will not make it all the way to the conclusion of this path. However, at the end of this path lies wealth far beyond your wildest dreams. It's the freedom from ever having to be concerned about money. Part 1. Expose the lies you've been told. Part 2. What are your true feelings regarding money? Is this something you've worked for? Something you've earned? Something you inherited? Is it the origin of all ills? Do you wish you could have more of it? Have you been pursuing it for most of your life? The truth is that your family and environment have shaped the majority of your money beliefs. If you were born into a low-income household, you're more likely to believe that you'll end up like them as an adult. Perhaps you took the polar opposite approach and resolved to make as much money as possible in order to never be in that situation again. In truth, our education system did not provide us with much information on this subject. That's why majority of you have erroneous ideas about money that aren't going to aid you on your trip. Hollywood has traditionally portrayed the wealth as malevolent or corrupt. Have you fallen for the stereotype? According to a recent WealthTech survey, 68% of the world's super rich are self-made billionaires like Warren Buffett, Howard Schultz, Oprah Winfrey, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk and others. Your calculation is incorrect. Money equals pay obtained from a job, according to the two-dimensional equation that you've been taught. Education comes solely from the goal of obtaining a job. What's the problem with that? If you want to make a lot of money in a short period of time, this equation will never work. Time is the most valuable resource. Once it's gone, there's no way to get it back. The amount of time you invest into a work determines how much money you make. If you made $20 an hour and worked 40 hours per week, it would take roughly 25 years to attain a total of $1 million before taxes and costs. You can only truly be a billionaire at a young age if you live frugally, and much of that valuable time has passed by you. You exchanged time for money, and it wasn't even a significant sum. You might wonder how they became self-made millionaires at such a young age. What was the difference between them? The explanation is that they have a far better equation than you, and they comprehend money in a manner that you haven't. Part 2. The money and wealth mysteries. In a capitalist society, stop seeking money. You are compensated based on the value you provide and how others perceive your value. They are the economy's consumers, the market. The market represents your friends, family and country. It doesn't matter how hard you work. Every day, the cleaner who sweats and exhausts himself gets paid significantly less than the accountant who sits behind the computer. The only thing that separates a wealthy person from a poor person is how they spend their time. Robert Kiyosaki, a well-known author and a businessman, once said. Why? Because as harsh as it may sound, the market values the cleaner's work significantly less than that of the accountant. Anyone can change out the cleaner, because learning how to do his job is simple. The market will not pay him more than an accountant who has spent years studying statistics and saved his clients thousands of dollars in taxes. What can we do to improve the perceived value? What about people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, who have amassed such a huge net worth? If you want money, the first step to this equation of riches is to solve difficulties. You realized that this is the foundation of all money. Money will be thrown at you if you can solve an issue. If the problem is worth $1 million, the solution will also be worth $1 million. Consider the issue that Amazon resolved, the inconvenience of going to a store, standing in line, lower prices, and so on. Not to mention all of Amazon's other businesses and the problems they have resolved. Jeff Bezos was praised for his role in resolving a multi-billion-dollar problem. You shouldn't be hunting for money. Instead, you should be looking for issues and, more importantly, solutions. Once you've discovered the solution, strive to develop your company around it. Pay attention to what's going on in the market. What are the things that people say that they don't like? What are some of the things that people say they wished existed? What was it that bothered them? What do people consider to be inconvenient? Is that a problem you can address or one that you should try to solve? Part 3. Scale up your solution, a problem that needs to be solved. Finding a scalable solution to the problem is the final stage in this equation to riches. Your answer must have a large impact on a large number of people. You'll not become wealthy by opening a restaurant. Because you're limited to the local area, this isn't scalable. Consider a franchise, which is far more scalable. Is your solution a software program? Once the program is produced, you may massively grow it online without having to worry about shipping or production costs. But be cautious. Is it necessary for you to invest your time in order to make money with your solution? Don't get me wrong, automation plays a significant role. If effectively implemented, the system and procedure will keep your business working like a well-oiled machine. If there is something that you can outsource or hire an employee to perform for you at a reasonable fee in your firm, do it. As much as you believe you're the best, entrusting yourself with everything is a bad idea. Someone out there is capable of doing a better job than you. It's your job to make sure that after you've found a solution, everyone in the market can use it. Your passions are unimportant to the market. It's time to move on and harvest what you sow once you've got your lucrative firm up and running with the correct procedures and processes in place. The reward, part 4. You have two options at this point. Either continue your business or sell it. When someone buys the solution you spent years creating a business around, this is the acquisition. For example, Facebook paid $1 billion for Instagram and eBay paid $1.5 billion for PayPal. Rich people have big TVs and little libraries, while poor people have big TVs and small libraries. Ziegler, 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 Ziegler. If you decide to keep running your firm, there are a variety of reasons for you to do so. Maybe you love the firm you developed and want to continue with it, or maybe you can add more value to it and sell it for more than it's worth now. Part 5. Do you want your money or do you want your life? Paying off your house, purchasing your dream car, exploring the world, and never having to worry about money. Your destination had nothing to do with money. It's the liberation you've been seeking. Instead of chasing money, go after problems and find solutions to them. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. To see more, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.